Hello everyone, this is HammerTron here with a new action figure review for you. This time I am reviewing the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Mighty Morphin White Ranger. This was the first Hasbro Mighty Morphin Power Rangers action figure as part of their new Lightning Collection series. So I bought this in the store. I was lucky to buy it at the time. And I had not watched the Power Rangers TV series before, but after finding these action figures, I decided to watch it. And as of the recording of this video, I have watched the entire Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series and the Mighty Morphin Alien Rangers series. And I have also seen the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. So I will continue watching more of the series because I was inspired by these action figures, and I really like the way these action figures look. I remember seeing the Power Rangers action figures, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers action figures, when they first came out way back in the early to mid 90s. But I didn't get those at the time. So now I'm finally collecting the series, and I do like the way Hasbro has been making them. They certainly look very nice. So I like the packaging. Nice window box here with the action figure and some of the accessories. And a nice artwork here. There's the top. Nothing there. There's the bottom. Here is one side of the box. Looks nice. And the other side of the box. And the back of the box, which shows a nice picture of the action figure in a pose, but what I think is missing is a cross cell. So there's no picture of the other action figures that are part of this wave of Lightning Collection action figures. So anyway, I will open this up and review the action figure itself in just a moment. Here are the accessories we get with this White Ranger action figure. Here's the helmeted head. I have removed the head. And here is the human head, or Tommy's head. He has a ponytail, bit pliable plastic, but I can't get it to sit up straight. So, kind of looks like him from what I've seen in the show. And with the action figure, we have a karate chopping hand here. And a weapon holding hand here. Now all of these have little hinges at the wrist, so we plug this into the arm and we can move their hands. So all of the hands have the same joints. We have two fisted hands with the same joint, and then we have his sword. They put a lot of effort into painting it, so I like the attention to detail. So I don't know how accurate that is or how correct it is, but it certainly looks nice that they've added a lot of paint to it. Very nice. And then we have a blast effect where we can plug it in or attach it to the tip of the sword for a blast effect, where he's deflecting a blast. So these are nice accessories. However, I'm still a little nervous about taking off the head and the hands. I'm afraid someday I'm probably going to break something. But because it does come with extra head and hands, I should have some confidence in my ability to take it off without breaking it. Here's the White Power Ranger. Let's see how tall he is. This action figure, he's just a little bit more than 6 inches tall, maybe 6 1/8 inches tall. So that's nice. And here he has a holster for his weapon. It's attached to his belt and it fits in nicely. So we'll look at that again later in a moment. Let's take a look at the articulation here. So he can look up a bit far. and look down quite a bit and turn head side to side, and a little bit of tilting. And then his shoulder, he has butterfly joints, so take a look at that. Now this one is very loose. This one's just a bit stiffer, but it is summertime, so it's very warm. Maybe that's making the plastic very loose and pliable. This vest piece here, I think, fits over the body, and it's very pliable. Now it could be just because it's summertime, and maybe in the wintertime it's a bit stiffer. And his shoulders go up that far. There's a soft ratcheting in some of these joints here. There's a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Looks very nice. And the wrist can turn and hinges. You know, just a little bit of ratcheting there, so that's good. And a diaphragm cut hidden by this pliable plastic piece here. You can move around very nicely, and a couple of hinges that we can see in the body, so it crunches forward quite a bit. Look at that. And back quite a bit. There's no waist cut. Here's the split. Very nice. And upper thigh. Is there an upper thigh cut? Yes. It's a bit stiff. Yeah, it's very stiff, but we can loosen it up a bit. And he kicks forward. Not very much. Kicks back. Nope, not very much. Double jointed knees. Very nice. There is a boot cut here. Very flexible. And his ankles move down, move up, and some pivoting here. So a lot of nice joints, you know, a lot more joints than action figures used to have. I remember the old Star Wars action figures. Those only had 5 points. Then they had G.I. Joe action figures in the 80s. Those had a lot more joints, but not nearly as many as they have now. So, very impressive. Now, I do like the aesthetics of the figures. It's not perfectly smooth. They've sculpted a lot of wrinkles throughout the whole body here. So it's a body suit and not skin. So I do like all the extra detail that they've put into sculpting the figure. That's part of why I was so impressed by these and decided to buy these, even though I was not originally a fan of the Power Rangers. So a lot of nice painting here. The gold is a bit shiny. So I think the helmet looks okay. Seems to look like what I've seen in the show. Although I have not examined the costumes the actors wore in the show, so I think it's okay. So, all in all, very, very nice looking figure. And not too much trouble making it stand. My HammerTron rating is fairly high for this action figure because it does look very nice, and it did inspire me to watch the show and collect this series of action figures. So it must be an outstanding action figure to be able to do all that. The reason why he's not standing on top of the sledgehammer is that I'm just a little bit worried about how long the joints are going to last and how long the parts will last if I keep removing the hands and the head. So I have to keep an eye on that to see how well that does. But other than that, I'd say it's a very outstanding action figure. I think this is a very nice action figure by Hasbro. The Lightning Collection Power Rangers series is a very nice series of action figures, and it has a neat little feature with the swappable heads, so we can get nice displays like this with the human head holding the other head where it looks like their helmet. Very nice feature. I'm just worried that one of these days some of the pegs or the ball peg will break, and then it'll be kind of useless. Anyway, thank you for watching my review video. Please like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel to keep up to date with my future reviews. Until next time, goodbye everyone.